drink, many of them have deals. And that's the line there in white at Cafe Sapore that says $3.29 beers on tap. This place is rated 4.5 stars. I can click it. I'm going to look at the place card, which gives me information about this, helps me find it, get directions, and so on. But what I want to do actually is tap that deal, because that deal seems interesting to me. And now I've opened up something that's new in Windows Phone 8, the deal card. The deal card is like a representation of a digital coupon. Here you can see this deal. I can go down here and share it with other people. I can pin it to my start menu as a tile. But what I'm going to do instead is, right up there at the top, you see it says Save for Later. I'm going to add it to my wallet. I click that. Now that deal has been saved in my wallet. And if I use the phone, navigate around, and then later on, I'm going to imagine that I've showed up at that coffee shop, and it's time for me to redeem my deal. I click on the wallet, pan over, and there's my Cafe Sapore item down at the bottom of the list, and I can redeem it in one of the ways as I showed you earlier. Pretty straightforward. These deals can be found in web searches, in place cards. They can be handed from one person to another. They can be part of what a third-party app offers. And we think they're a real beneficial part of the wallet feature that's part of the new Windows Phone 8 coming this fall. Now, the last thing I want to show in Wallet is how the wallet takes all your financial information and it uses it for financial transactions that happen on the phone. As I mentioned, you could use it for financial transactions in the real world, but I don't have a device today with a secure NFC card to show a real-world payment. So instead, what you're seeing is all the benefits you get if you don't yet or your mobile operator does not yet have one of those SIMs. I'm going to go into settings here, because as the place where you would store all your financial information or your financial transaction cards, one of the things that makes sense to do is for the wallet to have a PIN. So I'm going into wallet settings, and I'm going to add the ultra secure PIN 1111. Don't tell anyone. I'll try hard not to lose this phone. And I'm going to check the box to use the wallet PIN to protect any purchases that I make on the phone. So now, if I try to access my wallet, or if I try to go to the marketplace and buy an app, I have to put in the wallet PIN. If I'm one of those people that doesn't want to have a PIN for my whole phone, but I don't want someone who's borrowing my phone to be able to actually buy things, I can now use the wallet PIN to do that. And I want to show you how this works in a real example. But in the process of doing that, I'm going to show you something else that's new in the platform for Windows Phone 8. So I've gone here and launched an app from a company called Unix. Unix offers a service that gives you information about real-time traffic. And what you see here is traffic in the area. And Unix is a free app in the marketplace. But what Unix is doing in this example of their Windows Phone 8 version is take advantage of a new platform feature we're enabling for software developers to enable in-app purchasing using our purchasing backend and the wallet. So right there you see a menu item for upgrade to Unix Pro. I'm going to choose that, and now our platform UI is being displayed. Unix has called out to Windows Phone and says, hey, can you make a transaction for me in the following amount? Now, I just put a PIN on my wallet, so before I can buy the Pro version of Unix, I've got to put in my wallet PIN, and here's our wallet UI giving me the option to confirm this purchase. It's $24.99 for Unix Pro, and to choose which card in my wallet I want to use to pay for this item. You saw in the wallet screen itself that Chase credit card was marked with an item that told that it's being used for purchases on the phone, and there you see it showing up as the default. I'll click Buy. We contact the service, we validate the payment, and voila, I've now upgraded, as you see in the upper left, from Unix Basic to Unix Pro. And all of the work that we've done to enable great payment methodologies, whether it's credit cards or mobile operator billing, translates in benefit to third-party apps who use this in-app purchasing capability. We actually think this is a pretty big deal, because if you think about the kinds of ways that mobile developers are monetizing their apps today, in-app purchase is a big one, and it's growing. And we think that once we enable this, we'll see the rate of apps in our marketplace continue to increase as we give developers this next very important way to monetize their investments and get a return on them on Windows Phone. So that wraps up my live demo of actual working Windows Phone 8 code. I do have one more thing that I want to show in conclusion as part of my demo. But this is a video. And what we tried to do was write some real code. So what you're going to see in the video is not fake mocked up stuff. This is a real app that we wrote both for the phone and for Windows 8 that shows how a software developer can solve a real-world problem for a family using the shared core between the phone and a slate. And so I'm going to show you the experience that a family might have as they go out to lunch at a local cafe. Let's run the video. Thank you. So that concludes my quick tour of the new platform capabilities in Windows Phone 8. And obviously, the most significant thing that Windows Phone 8 has a shared common core with Windows 8. And I hope you got a good sense of what this is going to mean for our end users in terms of hardware support, for our software developers in terms of ease of porting and new capabilities, and for the hardware vendors and MOs who bring these devices to market. For us, this is a huge release. This is a huge year. It's been fun for me to show all this to you. And what we're going to do now is give you sort of a double click, a look at these things in more depth. We're going to get into some more technical specifics. So for those of you who are developers in the audience, you're going to start hearing a little bit more of the depth you're looking for. And with that, let me introduce Kevin Gallo and bring Kevin Gallo on stage. Kevin runs the developer platform part of our team, and he's going to take you on the technical tour of everything I showed. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Joe. You've just seen a few of the exciting features coming to Windows Phone 8. I have the privilege of kind of taking the covers off a bit, showing you kind of nuts and bolts, and kind of explaining how it all works. So what I'll cover today is first, I'll give you a technical overview of our shared Windows core. Then I'll give you an early preview of some of our developer platform features. And then I'll talk about our new platform for enterprise and business customers. So first, let's just dive right in and start talking about what's in this shared Windows core. First and foremost, Windows Phone 8 is based on the state-of-the-art Windows 8 kernel. This gives us increased scalability, like the multi-core support that Joe talked about, as well as proven robustness, with billions of people using Windows all the time. Because we have the Windows kernel, we also now share the Windows device driver model. This is incredibly important to our hardware partners. It allows them to focus and build a single driver. What this means is, for example, if they need to build a video driver, they can spend all of their resources and energy optimizing it, tuning it, and thoroughly testing it, making sure it works well with battery, and they can use that video driver on their desktop PC, their laptop, their tablet, and now their phone. It allows them to smartly use their resources and get better hardware to market faster and with higher quality. Also, we now have the hardware-based security of Windows. End users will never regret installing an application because they know that that application cannot affect other applications on the system or their other apps' data or the system itself. Now, you may regret installing an app or buying an app because it wasn't very good, and I really can't help you with that. But at least I can assure you it won't hurt your phone, and if you remove it, it's gone. But you're out a little bit of money. Your content is also under your control. Whether it's your photos, videos, music, contacts, you are always in control of your content, and you share it when you choose to share it, and you let the apps that you want to have access to it, access it and use it in the way that you choose. Also, for our networking support, we now support the industry standard IPv6 and NFC, as Joe showed, to support things like tap to share. And with the Windows shared kernel, we get improved Bluetooth support. Windows Phone 8 is built on hardware-accelerated Direct3D for graphics and for media foundation for audio and video playback and record. This allows the highest fidelity experiences possible on modern hardware. Because we share the same building blocks of our developer platform, developers can now share more code between Windows and Windows Phone. This includes native code, as well as more .NET code. We now have the same .NET engine that runs on the Windows desktop. Now, we also have this feature we're calling Compile in the Cloud. As part of taking on this .NET engine, we enable, basically what happens is when developers publish their applications to our marketplace, we will compile them in the cloud to machine code, and then when an end user installs that application, it'll start faster and run faster. Developers do not actually have to do any work. We do this all for them after they submit the application to the marketplace. Everyone in the Windows ecosystem benefits: consumers, developers, and especially our hardware partners. Now I want to transition and give an early preview of our developer platform, just a few of the features, give you a taste of what's coming. So first, I'll talk about native code in detail. Then I'll talk about some multitasking improvements. I'll introduce our new speech platform. And then I'll talk about how developers can target and build applications for Windows 8 and for Windows Phone 8. As Joe said, Windows Phone 8 now supports native C and C++ code. This is a big deal for developers. First and foremost, it enables the most amazing games. Whether they're casual games or full-on 3D games, most are written in native code. Developers do this for a few reasons. First, they get access to low-level APIs, like Direct3D, for basically the fastest graphics. They also can write high-performance code for the most realistic gameplay. Developers also have the ability to use gaming middleware, which mostly are written in native code. Either they're full-on game engines or libraries for physics, animations, or audio effects. I'm proud to announce today the following gaming middleware partners are coming to Windows Phone 8. Please join me in welcoming Andrew Boel from Havok, who's the head of product, to introduce to you the Havok technology suite running on Windows Phone 8. Andrew?
Hey. Thanks, Kevin. It's great to be here today and be part of the Windows Phone Summit. So Havok is all about enabling 3 key capabilities for game developers. Firstly, immersive and truly